Let me just introduce myself. She already did a fantastic job. I'm the lead front-end developer at Daigo Health. We're a small Dutch startup. And we are working to provide clinician-based apps. Our first use case is prostate cancer. We're working on that with the same physician from the Isla Hospital in the Netherlands, Sjors Liebregts. He is very interested in IT. And so next to his work with the Hanze University of Applied Sciences, he's helping us build a favorite app for radiotherapy, but in a broader sense for urology in terms of prostate cancer. So we at Daigo are a very narrow-scoped app builder. We believe less is more. So we're not an EHR in a broad sense. We're trying to support small, like small use cases and do one thing well instead of doing 100 things terribly. Oh, no worries. Well, I'll just skip the next couple of slides because I need to keep on program as well. We have an ambition to make discipline-specific apps. Those are small, those are easily implementable, cheap, and they all run on openEHR, of course. Currently we use Airbase because for the same reasons. It's open source, it's easily available, it just works, so why not? Yeah, that's fine. That's fine with me. This is okay. This won't work. I used OpenOffice. I'm an open source enthusiast, so I used OpenOffice for my presentation, which apparently doesn't work here. Yeah, same problem. Yeah. This is I'll keep this one short. This is an image from Better. I stole from Better, which is one of the migration possibilities for an openEHR system. We see ourselves as one of those tiny blobs in the right-hand side as just one app in an ecosystem of apps. And our first use case we got from the same physician, Sjors Liebregts. And our first assignment was to reduce the administrative burden in an MDT. Most oncology patients get discussed in the Netherlands in a multidisciplinary team. So what we needed to do was more or less find out how could we streamline that workflow. We identified 3 possible routes of attack from first referral to the MDT. So our use case doesn't go into the treatment part. First, we need to show data at every step of the diagnostic stage, show the correct data which the physician wants. We need to make sure the physician gets the questionnaires on every step correct. So they have like a template. You all know the term here. They have like a template for each part of the diagnostic process. Lastly, we focused on making the process visible for the physician himself. The first pillar was like this. We just made a dashboard combining a lot of data types, of data sources, I must say. We have tiles which can be managed by the physician himself from different data sources. So openEHR, FHIR, we have DICOM along with a partner in Austria. We've also successfully imported legacy data from the NHS. We have a coupling with Polga, which is a pathology structured data source in the Netherlands. So this was our first attempt for the showing a data, the correct data which the physician wants. But we needed a lot of dashboards for a lot of stages in the diagnostic phase of the oncology treatment. So we needed a dashboard selector, which you can see in the left-hand side. We just made a drawing, let's call it an avatar, of a person where we can couple a dashboard to a specialism, and of course multiple dashboards per specialism. This actual dashboard was dictated to us by Sjors Liebregts, the physician, clinician in question, and he just wanted a couple of simple values from labs, from pathology, from MRI, in one screen, and this gets automatically updated as new data becomes available. Well, that's the first pillar. We can make a dashboard, the clinician can make his dashboards himself for every part of the process. This is like an editor. So a clinician can build any dashboard for any phase of the diagnostic phase of the patient. So that's the first pillar done. Then we tried to make sure we get the correct questionnaires to the physician for every phase of the patient journey. And here is where we played a little bit with openEHR and its possibilities. What we did is we narrowed down templates to contain maybe 1, 2, 3 archetypes each. Why we did it is because clinicians can't really work with Archetype Designer for the most part. And we wanted to give clinicians the freedom to build their own questionnaires. So we scoped down the templates, and we made a backend possibility for clinicians to order and categorize and delete, add new templates. So this is also a screenshot from our front end. It's possible to reorder or delete or add new templates. We call them modules here. For every part of the of a one consultation, which has 5 categories here on the top. This way, the user, in this case the clinician, can choose his or her own templates and questionnaires for each part of the patient journey. We went even further and added a possibility to toggle on or toggle off certain parts of one template. So if one clinician doesn't really want to fill in total Gleason score at all, he or she has the possibility to just toggle it off, and that physician won't ever see that question again. So that's more or less the second pillar done. Every clinician can create any dashboard for any part of the patient journey with any questionnaires coupled to every part. But then comes the third one, and that's the actual process, the actual protocol of the patient journey. We asked Sjors Liebregts again for his brown papers on one typical prostate carcinoma process. On the left-hand side, we have the referral from the GP. On the right-hand side, we have in the red and green colors the multidisciplinary team. And every part in the middle is a decision moment or a consultation or a contact moment with the patient. This was like a brown paper session at Isla Hospital. We needed to convert this somehow into something we could use. So we used BPMN. Possible that it's known here. It's a way to, it's a standard actually, a mature standard to build business logic. So this is what it looks like in the app. This way, every consultation which the patient has had is turned green because we created a custom archetype. We created a custom archetype which every part of the process actually is one step in a coded text, a coded text data type in the archetype. So we can couple, actually, we can map the process to the EHR. That way we can tell the process module and the EHR of the patient can talk to each other. Of course, this is a rather bulky way of showing the process. It's getting in the way of showing actual health data. So we needed to needed to make like a small version of this, so that it isn't getting in the way of the actual dashboard which we want to show. So we made that on the top there. It's also based on BPMN, based on the EHR of the patient, where you can see in the 3 blocks, more or less, the history of the patient, where did this patient come from, what is the current active step, and what are the next possible steps based on the protocol. Every one of those blocks is coupled to a dashboard, is coupled to a questionnaire. So the clinician can look ahead or look in the past, at what time was what kind of data available, why did I make the decision to move John Doe to the prostate biopsy, whatever. So you can look back and look forward in the process. Well, I'm nearing the end of my presentation. To help the clinician actually choose between those options, we have implemented GDL. On the additional exam, I entered for this patient PSA of 55, I think. That's a prostate hormone. And we have used GDL, which works quite good, actually, within Airbase. And it generates, on the basis of protocol, it just generates a suggestion, which I can confirm, or I can not fill in, or I can choose another option. But in this case, the protocol dictates it's a bone scan and biopsy. That's the advice from protocol. Because this is a still image and it doesn't really convey it, I have got a small video, but a screen capture video just. But I don't know how to play it here. Bottom left? Oh, video, there, maybe here? Yeah. You know what? If people want to see it actually in progress, oh, I get some help. I think this is it. No. It really has a mind of its own. Yeah. I think if you want to see it, I've got my laptop right there. My Wi-Fi connection works. I checked. You can also see it live. You can just fill in some data, look what it says. and you can confirm it, and will automatically refresh the dashboard, get a new questionnaire in place. The process module here on the top gets updated. Everything just moves to the next stage. This way, we hope to minimize administrative load, helping the physician, but still retaining total autonomy for the clinician, and just using structured data, we hope, the best way we can. If anybody likes to see it, I'll be here. We'd now like to use complex processes, because prostate cancer is really straightforward. We would also like to reduce manual work, because the brown paper to BPMN conversion, GDL, custom archetype, it takes a lot of work. And in the very, very far future, we would like to use this for the dreaded problem list, because if we can get clinicians to use those processes, the problem list can be generated automatically. We can just create a list of unclosed or still open processes, and that would be a problem list. Thank you for your attention. I hope I didn't... I'm okay.